Hello, Dr. Tawana Worlds by birth, also known as a disruptor. Did you know that millions who grew up in poverty also die in poverty? Have you ever heard the saying, what good can come out of the hood? Well, I'm here to disrupt for just a minute. Yes, I was that little girl that grew up in the hood, grew up in the ghetto, single mother, absent father, eating out of the trash can just to survive. But I was also that girl that determined way back then that I was not going to become a product of my past. And now I help others do the same thing. I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. I help men and women from similar backgrounds find value in their own vault and create wealth from within. What is up? What's up, y'all? What's up? Who done tapped in live with me on tonight? YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, what is going on? Let's see who on here with me on tonight. What's up, Kita? Kita. Hey, what's up, Sister Erica? What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Say 19 is on here. Yet and still, I only see 2 people. Let me say that again. I said, what's up, people? Talk back to me. I move around. Hey, Sister Wanda. Straighter Caster, what's up? Aunt Vina, what's up? What's good, y'all? What's going on, Instagram? Right? What's up, Sister Betty? What's up, girlfriends? How y'all doing out there on today, okay? I ain't gonna take too much of y'all time because I didn't want to get on here. How about that? What's up, Black Pride? I'm just coming by to make some noise real quick, share a couple of things with y'all. I've been wanting to get by here and keep y'all up to speed on all the foolishness that's going on. Lisa, I see you. Hey. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. I don't know what's going on over here on Instagram, but hold on, y'all. Let me hear some testimonies, some things y'all accomplished this week. Y'all talk to me in the chat. How has your week been? What are some things that you accomplished this week? What are some testimonies, some breakthroughs, something y'all talk to me on today? I want to know. I don't always want to come by here and say, hey, this is an opportunity, even though I do come by here and say, hey, this is an opportunity. Why? Because my work is my worship. If I ain't working, then I ain't worshiping. And worship is not a sound. It's a movement. So my work is my worship. Every day that I can come by here and I can snatch somebody out, snatch somebody up, and encourage somebody, and share some information, some knowledge. If this little ugly piece of hair on going on about his business, Lord, your people gonna be frightened by all these gray hairs, and that's facts. Hold on one second. Try this again. All right, let's see. I think I did something wrong. All right, there we go. There I go. I am live. What's up, Instagram? What's going on? I got some new comments on here today. I'm ready. I know that's right. I'm going in that group tomorrow. Just a little bit more preparation until we meet on Sunday. So the next 3 days, I'm going to be putting information in there for y'all to run with. making group page, growing my group classes, and educating my community, taking faith moves for what I believe in God for in this season. Do you understand? Do you understand? I have created my pages. I have been writing down some things that I would like to get started. I'm coming to get that uplifting spirit you give. That's what I'm talking about. What's up, family over here on Instagram? How are you beautiful people doing? I am so proud of you both. I really am. That's what I like to see, especially when I show up and give y'all the information. Y'all cannot sit on this information. There's no way that you can sit on this information. Um, Y'all, there's no way that you cannot get this information and level all the way up. Look, what I did was really, hey, T-Tay, what's going on? What's going on? There is no way in the world that I could actually give y'all this much valuable information. Y'all not go with me, okay? And that's what I love. I love to see, Coach Tammy, what's up, sis? I'm here for you. I'm here for coaches and mentors. And when I tell you, I'll just be so giddy and I'll be so excited because it's like, no matter what's going on around us, I know it's a whole bunch of stuff going on around us, but we are not supposed to be affected or infected by what's going on around us. One thing that I do know, and two things is for certain, is that God takes care and look after his own, and his will is not that we suffer or none of that. So a lot of people had to tell a sister the other day, it's like, you still charging those prices in a pandemic? I'm like, who in a pandemic? Because I'm not. I'm not. I'm not affected by none of that stuff. You understand me? And that's why I'm showing up. That's why I'm showing up, because I'm not affected by it. And it is not the will of the Most High God for you or for me, those that belong to him, to be affected by it. No, our kingdom is not lacking. Okay. Our Father is not broke, poor, destitute, weak, none of that. And that's why I show up every single day. If I got to get in your mind and begin to get you to see, because if you see, you can have. And that's facts. Hey, Sister Paulette. Hey, hey, hey. If you see, then you can have. And that's all we commanded to do is believe. Not to say that challenges are not going to occur. Not to say that, we won't have trials and tribulations and we won't be getting muscle added to us. And truth be told, my sister Keita here, Nikita Wilburn, is a fitness coach. And she could tell you that over time, you got to build a muscle over time. But the first part in building the muscle is ripping the old muscle from its place so that a new one could be built there. That's why you be super sore and, oh my God, I don't want to go back. I mean, we can learn a lot of things from the natural. But if you get started now, by the time things really hit the fan, and I do want to say this, there are things that are happening that we have no control over. And there is, and that means simply that we ain't gonna be able to stop that. It ain't no matter, no amount of prayer, none of that, because it has to happen. We're not supposed to be running around here like we shop. It's time to get busy. And while we busy, we just thanking for grace and asking for favor and grace to get what we need. The goal is to get started. And then the Most High God will do the rest. He ain't never had a plan for his people to fail. And if you read his word, you will understand he ain't never had a plan for his people to fail, even when they was dead wrong. Even when they was dead wrong. He never had a plan for his people to fail, and he don't now. He does not now. He ain't gonna start now. So I want to tell y'all that, and I'm gonna keep on saying it, and I'm gonna keep on saying it, and I'm gonna keep on saying it till you actually grasp hold of it and you actually believe it, so you can see it. A lot of us, and I keep saying you got to see it so you can have it, is because we seen ourselves where we at right now. We seen ourselves where we're at right now. We even see where we're going. And before you ever get to a place, that's just like, I seen myself graduating college. I seen myself getting that degree. And I was laser sharp focused on getting my degree, right? For those who went to school to obtain their degree, for those who was determined to get that job, nothing could persuade you otherwise, right? When your mind is made up, nothing can persuade you otherwise. Even the things you don't want to do, you start making the necessary adjustments and changes so that you can do those things. You going to college, you know that you got to set aside some time, because if I'm distracted and got the kids and everything else, I won't graduate. So now you begin to do things. I don't care if you got to go sit in your car and take notes. By all means necessary, I'm going to get this degree. Y'all just got to bear with me until I get this degree, or till I accomplish this goal in my life. Am I right or wrong? Y'all talk back to me. When you determine, you get anything done. Because a made-up mind is undefeatable. You cannot defeat a made-up mind. Right? If your goal was to stay married, no matter what goes on in this marriage, I'm determined, right? If it was to start a business, I'm determined to get out of poverty. No matter what I go through. If you've been in business for 2 years, because the first 5 years is rough, that shows a great deal of determination. And you don't let nothing come in your way. Kids, everything else can wait. Hold on, I'm up in here studying. No, no, I can't do that right now. I'm focusing right now. And when you have a made-up mind, you change your life. When you have a made-up mind, and nobody and nothing can deter you when your mind is completely made up. Even a bad situation. I'm getting out of this relationship. I don't care what nobody say. I'm done. And there is nothing that person can sweet talk you back. When you done, right? When you building a relationship with somebody, I don't care how many girls or bros you got, right? It don't matter how many bros or sisters. Look, I'm good. I'll pass. I'm spending time with my boo. Well, girl, we going to Vegas. I wouldn't care if you was going to Hong Kong. I'll pass. Why? Because your mind is determined and it's set on what you want. Hey, one apostrophe. Happy Thursday to you. Right or wrong? I know I'm right. That's for me. I knew nothing about medical school, but I was determined to get through medical school and make honor roll. I wasn't just determined to get through medical school. I was determined to make honor roll. Something I never had. I was determined to have a graduation, something I never had. I was determined to get A's and B's. And when I went up in that bad boy, not having no knowledge of medical terminology, frightened to death to take blood, see blood, all of the things that we think we can't do, those are the very things that we can do. That's why that fear factor comes into play. Because even your fear know that you can do it. And I went into that school, I was like, look, I don't care how hard this is for me. Because I ain't never had no graduation in my life. Probably kindergarten, that was the only graduation that I had. So I was determined to graduate. And I was determined to graduate with honors. Because I never knew what that felt like either. And not only was I determined to graduate, I was determined that I am not C average, baby. I am A and B average. I'm top of the line. I'm high quality, right? For myself, in competition with nobody else but myself. So what did that mean for me? That meant that I had to be in my books. That meant that I couldn't come home and look at my phone and chitter chatter and hee ha ha hang out. My homework was first priority. And then after I was done with my homework, everything else came. Now, let me get this out the way. Hey, y'all, love y'all. I will see y'all in a minute. I know I just got out of class, but I'm not done. Because if I start engaging with y'all, then my homework will start slacking. And I owe it to myself. I want to see the greatness in me. I don't care about nobody else seeing the greatness in me. I want to see it. I know it's in there. And I've never been able to have that before. So I owe it to myself. And I graduated. And that was the best feeling, even being a single mother at 16 and dropping out of high school. I was determined. If I got to sacrifice and raise my kids now, but I'm going to go back and I'm going to get my GED or my high school diploma. And when my oldest daughter turned 18, I was back in school because I gained the confidence in medical school that if I can go over here and learn this information, all this terminology, then I know I can go back and do the bare minimum, which is my GED. I could have went through life, because I got enough wisdom that I don't need world smarts. I got enough wisdom. But that was something that I had determined that I was going to accomplish. What I determined I was going to get out of poverty, I had to let folks, people, places, things go, including my money, right? I was determined. If I got on the phone with a mentor and I needed the programs that they had, and they told me, yeah, that'll be $15K. How would you like to put that on the card? I'll be like, give me a few days. I don't have it today. I just want to know what's the investment cost, but give me a few days. And then I would come out and say, what do I have on the inside of me that I could put together to get this? And how many numbers do I need to get this? And that was the strategy that the Most High God showed me. No, if you need your rent paid, create it. You need your light bill paid, create it. You need gas, create that. It's on the inside of you. You want to be a blessing, and they can be a blessing back to you because it's an even exchange. And that's the way that I've modeled my business. That there is no one person benefiting more than the other. Because I'm going to make sure I pour it on thick like MAC lip gloss, okay? I'm going to make sure I give you the value for your buck. Why? Because there's exchange happening. I'm being able to invest and level up so I can pour more on you. And then you're able to get what I need to give to you so that you can scale up. And there's an exchange. We all scaling up together. Because I'm going to give you everything. See, the problem is you can't go to them and pay for that because it's expensive. If I came into it with a poverty mindset, I'd be like, yeah, I can't. Let's talk about that a little bit. We ain't going to be here a whole long time tonight. Not tonight. But poverty rips us off from a lot of things. Wouldn't you agree? You know you need this. Like, this is the one thing that I need and I can't afford it. And then you feel bad in the mug, right? It's like, man, I know this will transform my life. I know this will get me out of this situation. And you can't afford it. That is the worst form of self-abuse that one person can do to themselves. Outside of seeing things coming and they can't even prepare because they're not financially in a place to prepare for something that may negatively affect them. That's the worst form of self-abuse. As great as you all are, as valuable as you all are, that's the worst form of self-abuse. So what you mean to tell me that you just good enough to be somebody else's servant and that's it? That you're not supposed to have the things that you like and you want and you need? You can't never have that? That's what poverty does to us. See, poverty or poor, the acronym for poor is passing over opportunities repeatedly. I got to pass on that. I ain't in position right now. Did another opportunity come? Yeah, I got to pass on that. I don't got enough money right now. But, if you get it, if it come back around again, then I'll be ready then. Then it come back around. It's like, dang, I need that. Poverty is so cold-blooded. And this is the dangerous thing, y'all, because I'm seeing a lot of people become homeless, especially at the worst time. And these cats is out here inflating the prices. I mean, stuff that I just saw 2 years ago, $200, they charging $1,800 for it. It's like, is you crazy? Just because they can, just because they taking advantage of the situation. It's not just gas, it's rent, People are moving out of their places because they can't afford it. There's no way in the world that we were just put in this earth to suffer. Who believes that you were just put in this earth to just barely make it and suffer? That's suffering. And I'll wait for them little religious demons that want to come up talking about, well, poverty is next to godliness. I'm going to check you all the way from the feet all the way up to your head. You ain't going to find out one scripture that say that. You will actually find more scriptures that say wealth and riches are in your house. Above all things, I pray that you will prosper, even be in good health, even as your soul prosper. That the Lord takes pleasure in the prosperity of his servants. That you will be blessed going and coming. The head and not the tail. That you would ride the high parts of the earth. Come on now. That daily he loads us with his benefits. That it will be given unto us good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. That if I sow abundantly, I shall also reap abundantly. Listen, it's a system. Wealth and riches shall be in my house. Wealth and riches, peace, abundance, land, substance, favor, fine, army. Wealth and riches shall be in my house. Do you understand me? So a lot of people said that, yes. He did say a lot, the poor will always be amongst us. Why? Why did God say that? It goes hand in hand with my people perish for a lack of knowledge. They lack in the knowledge. So because of the knowledge, you will have a lot of people that will suffer, and the poor will always be amongst us, not by choice, by ignorance. But I don't know about any of y'all, but did anybody else read how Abraham was fully loaded? How David was fully loaded? How Solomon was fully loaded? How Isaac was fully loaded? How Jacob was fully loaded? Did anybody else read that, or am I tripping? I had to say Joseph was fully loaded. Esther was fully loaded. Do you understand me? I want to know one broke servant that served the Most High. One. I can't recall name. I can't recall that. They was loaded with oxen, cattle, gold, silver, riches, wealth, substance, an army. They was fully loaded, man. Moses. Come on now. I'm like, what part of the Bible is this? That's why they don't like me. They be like, she's too controversial. She's too radical. No, I tell the truth. I am not seeing what I'm reading, and that is a problem. If you want me to believe, why are you sick? When the word says you're supposed to be healed. Why do you accept sickness? When it says that by his stripes you were healed. What's up? Why are you poor? And it says he takes pleasure in your prosperity. Why are you downtrodden when you're supposed to have life more abundantly? What is up? Why are you possessed when you're supposed to be free and delivered? What is up? Something ain't adding up. So they be like, yeah, she a heretic. Y'all stay away from her. Stay away from me. Because I don't care. That ain't going to stop me from telling the truth. That's hypocritical. You telling me to believe God for my bills, but you asking me for my money to pay your bills. I see it's a discrepancy there. Why is all y'all rich? I'm sleeping on floors. And I'm paying my tithes. Oh, y'all don't want to get me started. I had to call into TD Jakes and Dr. Juanita Bottom's ministry and say, is something wrong? I sold my whole son's Social Security check because I believe God. But now I ain't got no beds even for my kids to sleep on. My kids still wearing the same old clothes. Like, what's up? I still got that Bible, Sister Nikita, where I went down to Pastor Cadeau's church and sold all these money orders. I went down there with $10,000, bought a whole church bus. And me and my kids were still walking. And this young lady right here that just commented had to give me and my 6 kids a ride to the house after I sold and bought the church ministry bus. Wasn't enough room on the bus for me and my 6 kids. And I'm not talking about walking up around the corner or around the ditch. No, I'm talking about walking from one side of town to the next, from the west to the east, with 6 kids. And having homeless people accompany me and my children to make sure we make it safely. But I didn't have a car, but y'all got a car. Oh, no, baby. No. And because the Most High God saw my heart, he blessed me. I'm not going to say that. Because when I gave to him, being obedient. But I'm like, well, how diggity dog? Y'all got a nice house. I ain't got that. I ain't even got food in my house today. Did the Lord let you know, or does he not love me? Oh, baby, it was a lot of times that I went up into the building feeling saddened and suicidal. It's like, do anybody know? Do God talk to anybody in this place? Anybody? Because I'm too embarrassed to go say, look, and don't go ask them for no help. They be like, well, we can give it to you as a loan. As a loan? I can't pay it back. Well, we want to see how faithful you are with tithes. Okay, enough is enough. Do you understand me? Enough is enough. I did that for 12 years. Still running around naming it and claiming it, ain't got nothing. Nothing. It wasn't until I actually took action. Then God just showed up. I'm like, oh, wow. I wasted so much time. When I was determined to get out of that situation, see, I just know pieces and bits. I got somebody who done walked this last 19 years and then seen the transformation of going from sleeping on was I not sleeping on the floor, sis? Our beds was on the ground. I had one couch, and I don't even think I had a TV. And because God knew my heart, I came home one day and had a mattress on my doorstep. Don't know who brought it still to this day. But I had a mattress so we can get up off the floor. But you know what? I was on the floor laying prostrate in intercessory prayer, talking to the Lord. I ain't going to, regardless of what I see. Regardless of what I see. Had the church call the police on me. Oh, listen. And that still wasn't enough. I'm like, something ain't adding up. I didn't sold thousands of dollars. I give you the skin off my body. Something ain't adding up. I'm just running around naming it and claiming it. God, when is it going to be my turn? What I'm going to move out of the naming and claiming it stage until seeing the manifestation. I'll never forget one day. I'll never forget. I was like, God, I need a job. I really do, because this ain't getting it. This $456 from the county building, these $700 in food, it's just not cutting it. By the end of the month, I ain't got no food. I was like, I need a job. Could you please give me a job? And this stuck with me all my life, because this has been the basis. He was like, Tawana, I don't mind giving you a job. Would you look for one? See, they got this magician mentality that I'm a magician, that I'm just going to put the job. Oh, God, send me a job, send me a husband. But you don't make preparations for what you are asking for. You understand? So one day he told me, you want a job, look for one. And be very specific. Don't just be all over Craigslist and all over, them other websites looking for jobs. Ask me for one specific. And then let me lead you to the one where it's going to be. And be patient on me as you wait. Gave me a job I wasn't even qualified for, working at a group home. Working at a group home. And I had a background. Y'all know I don't hide nothing. I had a background because my baby's father decided to run away from a halfway house and come to my house. I wasn't even at home. My relative let him in my house while I was out. So the police was waiting on me to come down the street so that they can get entry into my house because they had been watching. And they knew that I was the owner. So as soon as I pull up, get out of the car, take my bags in the house, I'm still not knowing he in my house. I just walk in like, what's up, cuz? Talking to my mama. Boom, 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 boom. Open up the door. I'm like, what? What's up? How may I help you? My kids is in the house sleep. We need to come in your house. You're not coming up in here without no warrant. I don't know what you need to do. And as I was telling him, you ain't coming up out of here, he fell through the ceiling. Because you know how they lay the boards and then they put the sheetrock and all that other insulation between the boards. So he up there ignorantly walking like he walking on the sidewalk and falls through. And they handcuffed me. You going to jail for harboring a fugitive. And the reason why he escaped is because his mind was going crazy. Like, I'm out there doing something I ain't got no business doing. So he wanted to break away from the halfway house to come spy and see if I was doing something that I wasn't supposed to be doing. Why? Because that was his lifestyle. Never had been unfaithful to him, but that was his lifestyle. So I guess his guilty conscience was getting the best of him. And he figured now that I'm out of prison, I'm in a halfway house, and it's right down the street from her, I can just go on down there. And so I'm telling the police, no, he's not here. You're not going to come up in my house. He falls through the roof. And they charged me with aiding and abetting a fugitive. And put that junk on my record. Because I was uneducated, never been to jail, wasn't even trying to go to jail. And told them, you can plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. No contest is a guilty admission, folks. I don't want to see no judge. I don't want to see nothing. Give me no contest. I didn't know the man was there. Well, you know, they could probably give you like a year in prison. What? No, give me no contest. And I'll take some formal probation or something. Even though I'm not guilty, the fear of me going to court and spending a day, well, you know, if you don't win this, you might go, oh, no, that was too much for me. So ignorantly, I agreed to something that I wasn't even guilty of. I just pled no contest, which is still a guilty admission. And so they put that on my record. But when I asked God that time for a job, and he said, you need to get up and you need to look for one. And the one, not just anyone, the one that I lead you to, that's the one you need to apply for. I applied for it with no experience. My sister told me about it. She's like, they hiring to work with, you know, juvenile hall kids. And I'm like, oh, okay. So, okay. So what happened was I got approved for this job. And when they ran fingerprints, that was on my background. Aiding and abetting a fugitive. And when they asked me about it, I told them exactly what I told y'all. They was like, well, did you get any type of probation or anything? I'm like, no, they told me just don't come back before the courts. And I was good to go. She was like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and talk to my boss. Let him know I got the job. Literally. A job that I needed that was paying me. So I said that to say, we can hope and pray and wish and believe all we want to, but until you actually put works with your faith and your prayer and your belief, it ain't gonna work for you. It's actually when you decide to say, you know what, I'm done, and you stand up, you know, that's when great things happen. That's when God can back you. It's not when you sit down and you dream about, well, I'm gonna think about it maybe later on. No, faith is now. Now faith is the substance. That's why now is before faith. Now faith, not later faith. Not later on down the road faith. Not in a couple of minutes faith. Now faith. Some people think that means, well, now faith is. No, right now faith. When he said, Abraham, get out of here and go to a land that I won't even show you. You don't even know where you're going. Immediately. He didn't go and say, well, you know what? I got to calculate and, well, I got to see who I can stay with and where I'm going to go and do. I don't even know nobody, God. He would have talked himself out of what God told him to do. Correct? Or not? You know how we do it. We have to analyze everything. Well, I got to see it. And because I can't see it, it don't make sense. I ain't going to never move. I'm going to stay stagnant. I want to ask y'all tonight, how much is it costing you to stay stagnant? Somebody show up for you and say, look, this is what I got available for you. You start looking at the price. But do you ever add up what it's going to actually cost you to have bad credit, to be in poverty, to be broke? It's going to cost you more than it would cost you for you to actually take a leap of faith and then put your works with that faith. It's going to cost you more. Ask me how I know. Because when your credit is bad, you got double deposits. Or you get turned down. That's going to cost you. That's costly. And right now, to rent apartments, they want 3 times the amount of rent and a credit score of 650. Half of America don't have that. So then what would you do? And we live every day like life is like it's owed to us, and it's not. You could be in the kitchen cooking and your whole house burned down within a blink of an eye. You're homeless. And you need to get somewhere in emergency to get your family to some sense of normalcy, and you can't because your credit is messed up and you don't have enough money to afford a down payment and all that. That is what poverty and bondage does to people. Takes them to the grave. Because now you got to worry about how. Now you want to go to God and, oh, I really need help and I don't know what I'm going to do. Forgetting that before that happened, God knew. You can be on your way to work, jamming and, praising God, and on your way to work, boom, somebody hit you. No fault of your own. Totaled your whole car. Now you don't have no means to get around. We treat life as if it's supposed to happen for us. Like everything in life is warranted to us. And then we forget about a rainy day or an emergency. We don't pre-plan. We don't take preventative measures. We wait until things are at 100 before we respond. And now you want to fast and pray. And now you want to do all the righteous and holy, homiletics and hermeneutics. You want to do all of that stuff that don't work. And you're like, God, I need you right now. I need you to pay attention to my situation right now. I need you to pay attention to my situation right now. He's over there working on somebody else's situation who was actually doing what they were supposed to be doing. And then when he don't come through for you, you got a stanky attitude. I don't even know if you're real. No, you ain't real because you didn't listen. I wish I could be God. Boy, listen. A lot of people be like, ooh, that's a mean God. Yes. And I am. Come to me like, oh, it's me again. Get out of here with that. I'll be one of them gods. Get out of here with that. Go figure it out. You didn't need me when you was in that situation. But ain't y'all so grateful that I'm not God and you're not God? Everybody in the world will be dead. Y'all all die, especially around that time of the month. Everybody's dead. Boop, everybody can die. Then I was like, oh my God, what did I do afterwards? So I'm thankful that he is who he is and I'm not. Straight up. Oh, y'all don't want to listen? My sister would tell you right now, I used to want to go around and fight everybody. Listen, I was appalled. Straight up. Thought I was doing the work for the Lord. I'd be like, just let me sock them straight in the throat because they play too much. You out here misrepresenting. Listen, God be like, I need you to back me up. I know you didn't ask, but I could just sucker punch them right in the throat because they out here misrepresenting. It's like, look, girl, look, let me go brush you off and clean you up somewhere. Go sit down somewhere. Get all of that out of you. I'd be like, ooh, just wish I could slap you. And thought I was doing it a service for the Lord. I did. Now that don't mean that I will not slap you. I turn the cheek on what I want to turn the cheek on. God got to keep these hands in handcuffs because I don't do a whole bunch of talking with my mouth, not unless I'm motivated and educated. All that yip yap and all of that stuff, I'm not that type of person. So don't get it misconstrued. I love the Lord with all my heart and my soul, but He put the DNA of a warrior in me, and I will punch you or slap you still if you disrespect my space. I just had to put that out as a PSA. That way, if y'all ever see a girl on World Star, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I thought she was a pastor, and I am. I'm not a pastor, but using that as an example. I thought she was a woman of God. Let me say that, and I am one that lay hands. I got the hands ministry. Okay, they can beat you or they can free you. Either one of the two. What you want. And I'm perfectly fine in my own skin. Be like, girl, you too much. Did she just say, did y'all hear that woman of God over there talking about she would beat somebody? And they did, because I will. That's not a threat. I got to be transparent. You got these other people that want to put on these masks and act like they all fake with you. You ain't going to get that over here. You're going to be 100 transparent. That's why I don't fool with nobody. I come out to serve and I go on back over there because I don't do a whole bunch of that talking. That's why I got to check people on the internet when they get crazy, right? Because I'm one of them ones that get on, peoplesearch.com, 99 cents, find your phone number, find your email and your address, take me a flight, pull up at your door and be like, what you say? All that talking is not for me. And I am really comfortable in my own skin. People don't understand me, and I wasn't here to be understood. See, God had to tell me, baby, ain't nothing wrong with you. I created and crafted a scripture just for you, Tawana, just for your kind. And that scripture for you holy rollers is Proverbs 20 and 30. You got to eat the whole scroll because the church used to make me think something was wrong with me. Especially when somebody came for my kids. Wait a minute. The beat down is activated. It ain't no Holy Spirit activate. It's beast mode. Kick your butt. Activate. That's what's activated in the church. And they would tell me, you need to get delivered. It's like, and the Lord was like, look, go to Proverbs 20 and 30. Baby, I know that one by heart. Ask me, do I know that scripture? Ask me, say, what do it say? So I can tell you. I just say, what does that scripture say? I know that one by heart. And I'm not one of them ones that be like, yes, in Matthew 44 and 40. I just know the word, so it comes out. And baby, you can go research it, okay? That's the type of person I am. That's why me and my husband balance each other. Because he can say, yeah, Hebrews 2 and such and such says this. But I know the word. And I'll tell you, oh, yeah, somewhere in Revelation or somewhere in, but ask me, do I know that one? So I can tell y'all, I'll wait. Let me sit my coat while I wait. Y'all just ask me, what does Proverbs 20 and 30 say? What does it say, Sway? I got to give the word of God in its entirety. Old and new, you take it together. I'm glad you asked, Black Family Focus. It says a severe beating will knock all the evil out of you. And in King James, it says a severeness of the blue wounds will cleanse away evil. But in the contemporary English version, the slang that we talk, it say, baby, a severe beating will knock all the devil out of you. If you don't want this Holy Ghost, you can get these knuckles. Go fact check me. He's like, ain't nothing wrong with you, Tawana. You got them Christians that be like, oh my God, so religious. Poor Boo Boo Kitty. Get real. And then he had to tell me, look, you weren't the only one. David was like that too, and so was Kepha, Peter. Woman of God, how you be saying cuss words? I don't say cuss words. Now I will say damn, and I will say ass. Both of those words are in the Bible, so those are not cuss words. But me calling you the B word and the MF and all of that stuff, I don't do that. I'm not gonna ever do that. But will I tell you, if you don't go sit your ass down, I will. And I will. It just means go sit your donkey down before you get it kicked. All right, let me stop being silly. But that's facts. I'm laughing. I'm laughing, but I'm telling you straight up. Play with it if you want to. That's why I stay in my own zone. Some of these people be trying me, Sway. They be trying me. I be like, listen, Father, if you want them, I'm going to need you to get them because they about to make me break all 59 of your 10 commandments. And it ain't even 59, it's 10. You about to make me break every single last one of them if you don't get your people, if you want them. Because I'm a little bit mixed with a whole bunch of y'all. I got David. I got Samson. I got Paul. I got Peter. Okay? I got a whole bunch of them. That's what I do got. I don't know which one they're gonna get today. So if you want your people, get them because they sure try to track them. I gotta put myself in a corner. Nevertheless, it wasn't until I actually decided to take action that God was able to really open up what was waiting on me. We a mixture. Listen, when I post that meme that say, don't forget that I was a thug before I was a healer. Try me, beloved. Oh, that's real. That's facts. Come on and try me. Don't forget that I was a thug before I was a healer. Try me, beloved, if you want to. I'm telling y'all, because people, my pastors will tell you this right now. It don't matter. There's certain things that you can do or let the devil do to you, through you, that would get your head batted off. Like, period. And we still love the Lord. We still love the Lord. Oh my gosh, you're supposed to turn the other cheek. I wish I would. You ain't finna slap the first cheek. Now that's a spiritual principle. I can choose to bite back. I can choose to clap back. I can choose to remain humble. I can choose to keep my mouth closed. But baby, if you put your hands on my face, ooh, put your hands in this whole space right here. I'm gonna need a 10-mile radius. Talk to me from over there. Because these things just, they just talk. That's how they talk. They just start talking. Before you know it, you got whooped upside your head. I ain't thinking about prison. I ain't thinking about nothing. It's like, keep your space, lower your bass and your voice. Let's be mutual, okay? Because it will be a catastrophe if it does not. If it does not. That's just in my DNA. So I'm one of them type of people, okay? Y'all just got laid in on a little secret. I ain't gonna say don't tell nobody, and I do let y'all know that way. If y'all ever see a viral video, it hasn't happened. God is good. I ain't had no fist fight in a long time, and that's because I choose to exhibit self-control. But it don't mean that I won't. Okay, that's just a PSA. Y'all know a little bit about me. That's why I come spend time with y'all. So some of y'all can feel a little bit better. Okay, y'all can feel a little bit better if you have a little bit of that in you. If I'm talking to you and you got a little bit of that in you, just let me know in the chat so you don't feel all awkward and stuff. People can't be who they is because they got stigmas and labels. That's what make me me. Now, you said what? Don't get that face. Come again. Because the wheels is turning, and that's that fight or flight moment that's happening simultaneously. What you gonna do? You gonna sock? Or you gonna smile? You ever seen crazy people laugh when they mad? Yeah. It's like, what you gonna do? Is it worth it or not? Anybody like that? I'm gonna let y'all go. I'll say that I'm gonna let y'all go for real. Okay. I wanted to say that to y'all. Faith without works is dead. Your Father do not want you suffering. He don't want you lacking. Everything and anything that I pour out and give to y'all, take advantage of it, even the free stuff. Okay. I'm I'm in Connecticut. Our governor is trying to make a misinformation committee. Yes, I saw that. Also in Congress, I did see that. It's just only gonna get worse from here, Sister Jill. At the end of the day, because prophecy got to be fulfilled, and God's gonna allow it. He told us. He warned us about the B system. He told us and warned us about that. He don't want us a part of it. He does not want us a part of that. Okay. That's why he's given us the opportunity to get busy, to put some works with your faith in this hour and get busy and let your country and your kingdom, which kingdom means country, take care of you. Operate on the kingdom principles. Don't operate like you're a part of this world. Operate like you're in this world, but you're not a part of this world because it's not intended for you. It said the righteous will never be forsaken. In Missouri, they're trying to lower the legal age of consent as well. Ooh, yeah, they doing too much. When I tell y'all, if I had time in these swings and have to go to bed, I will show y'all some stuff that will literally blow your mind. Literally blow your mind. But one thing that the Most High has been telling me is do not focus on what you see. I just want you to pay attention and beware of what you see so that you can match that same energy and be over here doing what I told you to do. And that's why when I come on here, I'll be like, I ain't got time to play with nobody because I don't, not in this season. We will all lose. And if everybody else don't want to go, somebody got to go. God is counting on somebody. If everybody else don't want to go, he's looking for that one. He said, if I find one in the earth. So if everybody else don't want to go and they want to be stuck and stagnant and make lies and excuses and count currency over kingdom, then you got to let them be. And you cannot allow that to slow you down from your purpose because you're going to be accountable for that. And I've already known since I was a child that my family is my purpose. Because my family ain't out here. They you know, they be thinking you cuckoo for Cocoa Pops, your own family. Until the doo-doo hits the fan. And then that's when they be like, oh man, what we gonna do? Well, see, while y'all was over there calling me crazy, I was over here being a Joseph, taking all that heat for y'all and from y'all, but I built us something. Okay? I built us something. That's how much the Lord loves you. So that's why he's calling us, those that have an ear to hear. He said, I call one from each generation to see who's going to answer the call. I raise up one from each generation. I raise up one from each generation. And you can see that. Grandmama was probably anointed. Mama was probably anointed and called. He raises up one in each. That's why you look around at all your cousins. What's the one that he called and enlightened? You. In your generation. In the next generation, there's going to be one that he called until somebody stand up and break the curse and do what they were purposed to do. So that the generations moving forward can walk into the new covenant. And that is what he is calling us to do. That's so sad. That's so sad. I'm currently not talking to my family. That's so sad. I'm sorry. I'm definitely praying because they have done a great job dividing people. They think I'm a nut too, but guess what they do now? They be like, "Hey, can you help me?" And you know that black people in us. I'm sure everybody do it, but I'm just say us because we do it the most. I'll be like, yeah, but you remember how you thought I was crazy and talked about me? I'll be wanting to say that in my head. and out loud of my mouth, like, you need some prayer now. I was cuckoo for Cocoa Pops, but you need some prayer now. They will call you crazy, but they know who to come to for help. Trust me. You think you got a moment to talk to me? And I don't. I'm busy. What you need? I just wanted to see if you can spend a little time with me and pray. They want you to use, the anointing, the oil from your sacrifice to pray for them while thinking you're crazy because you go against the status quo. Let them think. You ain't got nothing to prove to them. You ain't got not one thing to prove to your family. I'm building something for you. So I don't care how much you attack me. I'm going to just do my part. All right. So before I get up off of here, look, we're getting ready to have the Wealth Encounter 2.0 mark for millions. You understand me? When I say that, God has given me the exact theme and the exact name, including the dates, are very, very prophetic. The Wealth Encounter. Why is it called the Wealth Encounter? Because a lot of us say, we want wealth, we want wealth. Do you know what that feels like? Do you know what it feels like? That's the purpose of the Wealth Encounter. It's to allow you to encounter wealth. So when you get it, it's not foreign and you don't lose it. I did not receive your email, sister. I do not have it. And I looked. I do not have your email whatsoever. I'm gonna inbox you the information since I didn't get your email. The Wealth Encounter is so that you can get around other like-minded individuals. It's actually to pull you out. And that's why we do offer virtual. But virtual do not do the justice. It don't. Virtual do not do the justice. I mean, yes, do you get information, but it's something about the proximity. And anybody that have been to any wealth encounters or anything that I have put together, it's all about the power that exuberates off of you into the audience. You can't do nothing but catch fire because I'm on fire. It's to pull you out of your comfort zone, out of your normalcy, from your same old regular friends who ain't going nowhere, don't want you going nowhere, to you now in the place, in the proximity with other powerful people because you are powerful. And in order for you to be that match to be lit, you got to come and get lit. And he told me, he said, this one marked for millions is because I want to anoint them for millions. That's what mark means. Mark means inscribed. It's called the Memshak expansion, marked enlargement, Jabez. And some people be like, yeah, I'm just going to attend virtual. I was like, oh, okay. Because the power is in the proximity. Anytime any great man or woman was called, he not only called them, he anointed them with oil. He smeared them. David was called to be king, but he was not king until he was anointed for kingship. So that's what marked for millions mean. Marked, where you become a magnet and people are drawn to you. You don't got to stop. What is it about you? I just don't know what it's about. Your light is just, they're attracted to you. That's what marked for millions mean. Marked. It said, my children are marked. So the Father wants to mark his people. It's not just about business. It's a spiritual transformation. Because now the atmosphere is created for you to believe. The atmosphere is created for you to be empowered, for you to be healed, for you to let this stuff go and be filled of his spirit and anointed to go out and do what you have been purposed to do. So it is way bigger than business, but see, we don't look at the patterns of how God moved. Again, we think God is just some type of fairy tale type of God. But when Naaman needed to be healed of leprosy, he said, go and dip. The woman with the issue of blood had to crawl. Blind Bartimaeus had to go and get in the tree above every. They had to take action. The paralytic, his friends had to carry him up to the roof, drill a hole, lower him down. He had to go and come. The people came and pressed their way. It doesn't matter. But you know how they make everything virtual. And virtual is cool because it allows you to be able to meet people wherever they are. But the proximity is totally different. I'm telling you, anytime I go to any in-person events, my mind is somewhere else. I am ignited. Like literally, I got this. Then I'm looking around like, wow, we all together, and the vibe, the energy, the spirit is high, and you full, you feel good, you ain't got no worries, and you can actually think clear and get what the Most High has purpose for you. When will you have the in-person? Do you have a date? Yes. That will be on the 24th through the 27th of June. For sure. 24th to 27th of June. For sure. I don't care if you had to crawl across the sky. You notice why most men can't get their miracles in their own hometown, because those who delivering them are not welcomed in their own hometown. A prophet is not with honor. A prophet is without honor in his own home. So that's why you usually have to travel. Where did Samuel's mama? She had to travel. Why she couldn't just get pregnant at the house? Why did it take for her to go up, come out of that place to a new territory? Why did Abraham had to move across terrain to be able to be blessed? Why? You understand? You had to go to where your miracle was at. And they was just desperate enough. Listen, if I don't get nothing else but the anointing, I'm in that thing. Because I need you to break some things off of me and change my life. And trust me, it's going to be powerful. Y'all do know I am a kingdom entrepreneur. I'm a kingdom financier. So my work is my worship. They both go hand in hand. We had an amazing time. The Father filled up, slain, delivered, healed. A lot of things happened in the last one. But that one, this one is marked for millions. That one was not. It gave me the name. That's why I want it on this date. And the dates are very significant prophetically. So we have that coming up, right? General seating. I think general seating, y'all don't. What did I say general seating was? Because I don't even know. Hold on, let me check it out. I think general seating was 197. Yes. So general seating is 197. You pay for your hotel and your food. Make sure you get a rental car if you're not in this area. But they have, deals. And if you buy them in advance, it'll be really inexpensive. So we have the general admission, which is 197. We also have the ultimate, which is 497, which gives you VIP lunch on top of the 2-day general admission with myself and whoever else, if I have someone else showing up with the coaches. And that's what people don't understand. When you sit with them, now you're closer than those in the crowd to be able to glean. That's all Ruth wanted to do, was glean. Because she gleaned, she was able to be exalted. So, yep, I think Jill is in Connecticut. Yes. So you have the ultimate, and You have the general seating plus the VIP lunch with myself. That means ain't nobody else getting my attention but those who do ultimate. And then you have the extreme VIP. Now, here's the thing. I've been promoting extreme VIP. $2,500. That's the mansion stay, the wealth encounter experience. The mansion, that's your food provided for you. That is your transportation provided for you. And for those who do the VIP, because I only got 10 spots. Y'all gonna be in one mansion. I got 10 spots, right? We are planning to have a boat VIP dinner, some type of, instead of just cruising Texas, we're going to have a boat party, which is going to be lit. And I'm just doing a deal. I'm doing a deal for the first 10 people that want to take that opportunity. Originally $2,500. If you want to come with a spouse, then it's going to be $2,500 for you and your spouse. But I am doing this early bird special, and I don't want nobody trying to come back later on talking about, listen, can you give me the link? Can I do this? Because it's 10 people and 10 people only. But I am going to let the early bird or the special, whatever you want to call it, like I did the last time. 10 people will get the whole entire extreme VIP for $1,000. But if you did not get in on the 100K in a day, we is going over that framework as well. So you're going to get all of that, the whole wealth encounter. You're going to meet new friends, family. You're going to be marked for your millions. You're going to leave that place not the same. So I have 10 spots available for that. I'm probably going to promote it. I always come here first, and I always will. I will always come here first before I spread it abroad. But we have 10 spots at that. At least you ain't got to worry about your house and your stay and your food, and that's really an understatement for me to be able to do that. It really is, because catering by itself, you do the math. The catering is already, and food prices is already like that. And then the mansion is a whole nother pay. And then the transportation is a whole nother pay. So you do the math on it. I'm not going to make anything, but I want to make it worth your while. And I want to do what God has told me to do. So I want to make it beautiful. I want to make it decent and in order. And I want to give you the experience that you so deservingly deserve to have. Okay. So I have that offer going on for y'all. If you want to do in person, the virtual 100K in a day on Sunday that's coming up is totally going to be on fire. But if I can get them all in a proximity, it would just be phenomenal. Yep, it is with June. So it's going to be the 24th to the 27th. Yeah. So that's what I'm talking about. So I have 10 spots available. I'm going to keep that open until tomorrow. Okay. And then I'm going to promote it for $2,500, what it should be, so that everything is eloquent and perfect. I'm doing an early bird, and the early bird gets the worm. You get proximity, you get VIP boating, you get the wealth encounter, you get the mansion, you get your food catered to you, and you get your transportation to and from the event, wherever we're going to have that event. We're still working out the details of that. Okay. So that's what I got for y'all. I am not offering government contracting anymore. My husband is doing the transportation thing another way. So a lot of those programs that we had and have been offering for the last couple of months, they go bye-bye out the door. I'm only doing my 100K in my mastermind. And today we had to sit down and repurpose and repackage all of that. My mastermind will no longer be 15K, will be 25K for 12 months. This 100K payday will be 15K. So you get to get that where you are. And don't think that people ain't going to be able to pay me what I'm charging, because they can't tell me what I'm charging. I have the perfect ideal client, and I have systems in place. But like I said, I know everybody, especially the ones that I needed. I told y'all when I first showed up that I'm going to make something affordable to y'all. Matter of fact, I'm going to offer any of those programs. Virtual assistant, my daughter was offered $50 an hour to handle people emails and all of that stuff. So the virtual assistant, for now, I'm going to say it today, I'm not offering it anymore. I'm not promoting that anymore, because once we're done with that, we're done. And then I'm moving on. I'm allowing you to go with me. That's all I'm going to say. I'm allowing those that want to go with me. I'm allowing those that are not afraid to go with me at this point in time in my life. And I just shared the status the other day, said, I feel sorry for those who had the opportunity and would not take it. Because when I'm gone, I'm gone. A lot of people say, where you been all my life? God had to raise me up. How long do you think it'd probably take for God to raise up somebody else that's fit and accustomed to be able to work with you, that love you, that actually want to see you benefit and not trying to take something from you? I went through hell and high water, literally, to show up the way that I show up now. So that's my offering to allow you to go, okay? If you guys are interested in the wealth encounter, because that's what I'm pushing. What did I have? The virtual assistant is, I think the virtual assistant was $47. You can still get access to that workshop. It's a recorded workshop, but it's loaded with value. My daughter was able to follow. I gave her the information yesterday and landed her $50 an hour basic entry, doing emails and setting appointments, $50 an hour. So $47. And then what else did I do? I had the business blueprint. That's $97. And I think I did something else here recently. I believe I did. I'm not too for sure. I can't remember. Let's see. Oh, the dispatch mastery. That's the one where my husband was able to make him 15,000 in a week dispatching. So we have $47. We have the dispatch mastery, and we have the virtual assistant that we are still selling. Or I'm gonna offer it. I'm not gonna say selling. I'm gonna offer that, and then the wealth encounter. That's what we're doing. We have that one too. Absolutely. How are you doing with the petition? You know what? I'm gonna keep on going with that petition, Sister Jill. At the end of the day, it don't matter. I ain't gonna never stop on my son. Now, I don't talk about the petition a lot because my son's video has been viewed over 100K times. And all I needed was 100K signatures. And we still barely like at 1,400. They talking about if you get to 1,500 news media outlets will pick it up. So I'm just believing God, and I'm not gonna ever stop. As long as it takes me to get it, I won't change. And if we get to 100,000 signatures, that makes them introducing laws like they got Amber Law and all of that. They need to have a Korean law too, so that they stop drugging kids up. But thank you. That means a lot that you have even asked me about the petition. But I'm definitely going to continue to promote it. I have been promoting it, and I believe that God is going to get us there, and we will be able to make history and change legislation, and this won't happen to anybody. And thank you for the share. No, I ain't gonna never stop. That's something I ain't never do. Never. Not until I get justice for Kevin Ryan, Raekwon Shrub. When I get justice for him, then it's good. And my justice is to make sure it don't happen to nobody else. That's just what my justice is. But I love you, beautiful people. Let me put my email up here. And y'all got to bear with me on this email thing straight up, for the simple fact that I have some other people, and that's what I'm telling y'all, like, I'm doing things differently. So I had some other people working on some things for me, back office. And because I was logged in on multiple accounts from different places, then of course they flagged my account. So I had to go through the ID verification and all of that. So you just have to, if you look on any Papa Ducks channel or something like that, in my links, I always have that link in there. I always have that link in there to sign a petition. I signed a petition. So since you didn't make the 100K, do you have to start over? No, I don't. It'll just, until I get to 100K, it'll just sit there as it has been 4 years. 4 years. 4 years. 4 years. But it's all good. God is good. And if don't nobody get them petitions, his mama gonna get them. He can rest in glory. But yeah, I keep his link, in the description of my videos. That's where you can find it at. I'm gonna go ahead and jump off here because it sounds like Marcus is struggling. But these twins, they be rope-a-doping him. They work him. As soon as I walk in there, they be like, because they already know, you in here doing what? Girl, I'm gonna need you to knock it off before I get that boo-boo chicken. Okay, I will get that boo-boo chicken. So they try to run at him because he's just, oh, come here, baby. And then they be up in there working his nerves. And when I go in there, he be looking like he just came out of the sauna, sweating and looking black. I'm like, what's the problem? It's time for them to go to bed. Like, oh, okay, they wore you out. Man, they ain't doing too much. And they girls. So they really rope-a-dope his butt. All of his kids rope-a-dope him. His sons and his daughters. And I have to go in there and set the record straight. All I gotta do is open the door. I thought I had a problem up in here. They go to running. Because they already know. Mama ain't gonna play with you. I love you, but no, we don't do that. No. We ain't falling out. We ain't tantrum. Fall on that floor if you want to. My kids will tell you, get down there if you want to. You be getting up by your ear. They be like, get on up here. What you think you doing? We not playing that. Do you understand me? If you ever in your life embarrass me like that, or this little muscle right here, this little thing right here, pinch it. You'll make a weak. You want to make anybody bow down? Look, I do it nicely and discreet. Let me put my hand around you. You did what? Huh? Don't let you get to talking through your teeth like this. You know it's real. You over here doing what? Wait till I get home. I'm not playing with you. I ain't got to abuse you. They say if you whoop them, you abuse them. No. My kids used to be in the corner. People come in my house. They standing on the wall like that, squatting. It's burning. I know. You're going to stay there and think about it. Okay? However old you is, if you ate, that's 8 minutes on that wall. Yes. So they don't fool with me, but they be running over Marcus. Trust and believe. He don't believe it that he was raised in a household that they didn't get in trouble. So we like opposites attract, Even when I go down there to the family house, they be like, come here, you got in trouble? Yes. They're not coming, no babysitting. I had to almost throw these things with one of the family members. Try to tell me now, don't give them, excuse me. Yeah, stay on over there in your lane because they going to get a whoop. Okay? They going to get in trouble. I'm not raising no bastards and no hell raisers. No, that's what I'm not doing. And that good book tell me if I spoil them, if I spare the rod, I will spoil them. Now, I love them and I'm going to chastise them and discipline them in love, but I'm going to discipline them. And the government and whoever else don't get to tell me what to do with my children. No. And that's probably why they didn't take none of my kids. I'll be like, look, you coming to get them from where? Because if you take them, baby, you might as well keep them till they get grown. You ain't bringing them back. I ain't going to no classes. I ain't going to no educational parenting classes. No, you got them, boo. But you ain't finna corrupt them and think you finna send them back to my house. That's what you ain't gonna do. I will see them when they get grown. They was like, oh, yeah, we're not gonna take them. Thank you. Peace out. If you think you can do it better here, baby, out, listen. Put some respect on that mama. She be going through the same thing. I do the same thing. I babysit for a few little girls, and I'm like, ladies, I raised 3 boys alone. Exactly. Sit down, take a seat. I will whoop your kids. Bring them to me. You got any problems with your kids? I'll never forget my friend bought, she was like, he's just over here kicking his dad and kicking us. What? Could you come pray? We went up in that house, baby. Marcus picked him up by his shirt and carried him all the way down the stairs. He wasn't even 120 soaking wet. You up in here kicking your parents. Is you crazy? The ones that go to work and provide for you? Did your mama just say you kick? I ain't coming downstairs. So Marcus was like, okay, cool, boom. Let me drag you down the stairs. His pants was all the way up to his nipples. I was like, dang, dog. Put him in the car. We both hijacked him. Put him in the car. Put the seatbelt on him. He was like, my necklace got broke. So what? And what that mean? What do that mean? He got to our house and stayed there a couple weeks. Literally. And he went back home quite all right. And one piece saying, yes, ma'am, and no, sir. Wish you would, boy, not on my watch. What happened to that? The grandmamas used to beat the hell out of us. What you say? I'm going to whoop you. And then your mama going to whoop you. Boy, I used to go through that door, come in that door. My mama behind that door with that extension cord. What? I didn't even get in the door to peek around and see if she was there. She was there. Yes, she was. With an extension cord. And I don't despise those because you know what it did? It kept me out of trouble. I'm still alive. Very respectful. And it kept me out of trouble. Shoot, I was too afraid of my mama. My mama was like, look, I will beat your butt. You did what? They called me before you even got there. I already know. I'm already trying to think about what I can put in my pants. Because I know I'm finna get it. Then I get to the door. She's standing behind the door. Have y'all ever got whooped from the door? You can't even get Then they be talking to you. Get your I'm like, dang, you didn't say the whole. Listen, that thing seems like it's an hour long. Then they'll hold the hand and you going in a circle. They whoop you in a circle. I told you not to. Every hit is a word. Oh no. Mm-mm. I'm good. How many of y'all got one of them whoopings? All right, y'all, let me get off here to be like, she's talking about child abuse. No, I'm not. Them whoopings was good. They didn't feel good. But they was good and they was necessary. Because my mama tell me to this day, Tawana, I am a blessed mother because I don't have to go to sleep and worry about my children. And that's the best thing that you and your brother could ever give me, the best gift. It's that when I go to sleep, then I'm not worried about somebody trying to kill y'all, somebody trying to hurt y'all. Y'all got businesses, you work for yourself. You turned out to be very good kids, and I'm proud of y'all. And that makes me feel great. Yes, whooped. My mom be like, go get them extension cords out there. And I come back with a twig. No, this is the wrong size. Go get me a couple of them. Then braid them bad boys. Listen, my grandma didn't want no joke either. Anything within her reach can reach out and touch you. Can reach out and touch you. She still with my mama at a grown age. We used to go down there and visit my grandma, and she'd be like, why them kids hair nappy like that? I'm like, oh Lord, she gonna get beat down. And she really did got beat down. Like, dang, I'm ready to go home. Oh, you mad because I whooped your mama? Come here. Come on, so I can get you some. You mad because I whooped your mama? Is that what you want to fight? She was over there on me. Don't ever bring me back down here no more. And then after she whooped me, she'd take us to go buy a whole bunch of stuff. Woo, the black family. Yeah, but you know, we was raised the right way. Ain't no cussing out no old people. Now look at this generation. Talking about some what? What you say, boy? You said what? Ma'am? Oh, okay, don't get it twisted. You know, it was real then. Now look at these hell raisers. The hell raisers. Ain't doing nothing but raising hell. Shaking my head. All right, y'all. Bye-bye. I'm gonna go ahead and rescue Mr. Marcus. Watch, as soon as I end the live, he's gonna come busting open the door like, oh, damn, you need any help, honey? That's his way of saying, girl, you've been in there too long. I've been in here 1 hour and 25 minutes, so I'm finna jump up off of here, okay? So I ain't got to knock Marcus out and put him in no chokehold. But I will see y'all again, y'all beautiful people. Wealth Encounter 2.0 mark for millions is going down June 24th through the 27th. And I expect to see some of you beautiful people in the place. I want to absolutely sit down and meet with y'all. And if y'all take advantage of that early bird special, then you and your girl is going to actually, and some others, is going to actually be able to take a boat cruise. It's not like a, I'm not talking about no boat from here to Miami, because you would never catch me on the, well, excuse me, Lord. I ain't got on there yet. Okay. I don't know if I'm getting on one. I have a desire to do a whole wealth encounter on a ship, but this ain't no ship, boo. This is a boat. And I mean, it's nice. It's lit. We didn't been on it before, and this is where we're gonna go. It's on the water. It's absolutely beautiful. Movie theater, nightclubs for those who still club. I don't club or smoke dro no more. I'm on a new high, young homeboy. We call it grow. So I know that. Y'all can go do that by yourself, okay? But it's gonna be absolutely amazing. And I want y'all to experience that. So I will see y'all soon. When I see y'all, probably ain't gonna be in a couple of days. If I can get here in between time, in the meantime, then I will. And if I can't, then I'm over here helping people get to their 100K purpose driven paydays. That's what we're gonna be doing this whole weekend. So with that being said, see y'all later. Have a good night. All right. Same thing over here. I will see y'all later, and y'all have a good night. Good night, Aunt Vina, Black Pride, Sister Jill, Punkin Punkin. Good night, y'all beautiful people, and I will see y'all soon.